Hello and welcome to Kids Get Acquainted with the Internet, a Girl Meets World video podcast. I'm Dan, and today I'm reacting to Girl Meets Skilog Part 2. So big spoilers. It went up on Watch Disney tonight. No, I didn't know it was coming out tonight. I've already done the Part 1 video, but I had to watch Part 2. And, these are legitimately my first reactions. So big spoilers if you haven't seen the episode. Go check it out on Watch Disney. If you don't have Watch Disney, I'm super sorry. I'm sure there are other ways you can get it, but I don't condone such things. These are my most legitimate first reactions because usually I set up more, I write some notes, I have a video in the background or something, but I just had to say what I'm thinking here. So, I really liked it. I thought it was a really fun episode. I thought it was funny, and I thought it was legitimately heartfelt, and the acting was superb. I should reiterate that in the past I have at times been ship neutral. I've been for Lucaya, especially, season 1 when I thought Rukus was not well handled and I thought the campfire scene was great and all that jazz. Recently, the past, 20 or so episodes, I've kind of become more neutral. Everyone's going to come into this episode with their different biases. And you can also check out all of our podcasts and see how anti-Joshaya I've been for quite a while, just because I didn't think that the way they built up that relationship worked well at all. So, a lot of things here feel a little bit, convenient or whatever, but as far as, I'll get into the bigger picture in a second, but this episode by itself, divorced of how long it took to get here, and divorced of whether it's believable that Maya really didn't have these feelings or whatever, I think it worked really well. I thought there was some really great humor. I thought Lucas' son was really funny. Topanga had some really great lines. I thought Josh was used really well here. It was great to see him interacting with Lucas and with Riley. And I see why they waited for him. I get it. At the same time, I don't know if it made sense. It made so much of their show dragged out into this, and I don't know, they're clearly in a hard place, and they clearly wanted to get this episode, and they're probably very proud of this episode, and I get that, and there was reason to be. I really didn't like Josh and Maya's relationship, but I had to, I had the feels when she was holding his hand and all that stuff, and so I don't know if I just got swept up in everything. I don't know how I'll feel when I've had more time to think about things like that, but right now, I just thought it was a really well-written episode. I thought that the dialogue was strong and relatable. It was the first episode that really felt like Texas to me since Texas, where the people, I understood them, and I understood their relationships. And I thought the Lucas-Riley thing was really strong. Their final scene together I thought was really cute. Riley especially, I was so heartbreakingly adorable and it just really captured that age in a really nice way, and I thought Rowan did a fantastic job. And, they found a way to make this technically never a triangle, right? They made it so Maya never had feelings, Lucas never had feelings for Maya, I guess didn't know how to handle this and was confused and overwhelmed. And so, so no one can be mad at Maya for how she treated Riley or all that jazz. It does feel weird and convoluted, and I think it got extra weird and extra convoluted because of how long and drawn out this got waiting for Uriah. Because maybe if Maya had been doing this, becoming Riley or whatever, to protect her or whatever, for 4 episodes or 6 episodes, it might have been easier to swallow. It's harder to swallow when it took this long. It seems like literally insane and not something that a person can easily relate to. That she didn't even really know that she was doing it, but she was becoming her, but she was doing it to protect her, and the way she was protecting her is by dating the guy that she liked. It was just, and she was protecting her and making her upset, and denying that Riley even had feelings. It's all, if you look back at what happened in the past, it's all kind of a mess. But if you just take what happened here, I think the specific dialogue here was strong. I like the fact that at the end of the day, we can move past this. I'm really excited to see Riley and Lucas moving forward. I think that they can do some really cool stuff with that now that the characters are maturing and the actors have matured. I had a lot of issues with them in season 1, but these are different actors and different characters at this point. And so I'm excited to see if they can make it work. And I'm just generally excited to see dating end at all. As far as the Josh and Maya stuff, I think they did the best they could possibly do there. I've never really liked how they were interacting before, but I think the way they interacted now was really strong. And for the first time, I believed that he liked her. I believed that he legitimately liked him. And that's really great. I'm glad they won me over. I still, it's hard. I'm trying to figure out how much I should, be like, okay, you know what, I was wrong before or not. Because I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong about things, for sure. But I don't know if a good payoff justifies a messy getting there-ness. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Messy arc up to getting to the climax. Because I still feel like, looking back, I didn't like those moments with Josh and Maya before now. And I still feel like it was a mess of dragging out this whole triangle for so long. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I think this was really funny. I think that Smarkle was great. I really liked Smackle in Farkle's little moments. Zay had some funny comedy. I related to Lucas kicking a tree because I actually did that over a girl when I was around his age. It was just, I thought it was just a funny episode, a sweet episode. I just watched it through and I was tweeting with people, so I don't know if I missed anything. I do feel like they needed a kiss or something at the end there with Lucas and Riley. It felt a little strange not to have that. I don't know if maybe they're waiting for a big kiss episode now or something, and that they felt that the holding hands was enough. I feel like this moment deserved a kiss, but whatever. As long as they're not keeping it away forever. Yeah, so it was really good. I don't know how we're gonna handle this. So Keith and Caitlin were busy today, and so they haven't seen part 1 or part 2. So I don't know how we're gonna handle sort of tackling part 1 and part 2 as far as the audio podcast goes. I'd like to maybe do it all together as one big podcast and release that on Sunday, and then maybe we can have half and then say if you haven't seen part 2, you can listen to the next half later. I don't know. We might do a big video cast, but, so tweet in or leave comments down below and let me know what you think is the best way to handle that situation. If you want 2 separate podcasts, if you want one big thing, if you want a video. So you can tweet in at GMW Podcast on Twitter. Please subscribe to us here. Please check out our website, gmwpodcast.com. And please check us out on iTunes. Kids get acquainted with the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm excited to see what everybody thinks. Obviously, the shippers are going to be going crazy after this episode. All I know is, maybe I'll look back on this and I won't agree with what I'm saying here, but all I know is that it gave me the feels. It gave me those real emotional, I am a romantic, and I felt a connection here, and it felt relatable. And as much as the ridiculousness of getting here was ridiculous, I'm glad we're here now because I thought this was a really, really great episode, one of their best. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you sometime after now.